Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the Movement Center and welcome to the Runner Series, where we break down the runner body joint by joint from the foot and ankle all the way to the head so that you can move and run like you mean it. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to episode 1, the foot of the Runner Series. So for this one guys, we're breaking down the foot, pretty important joint for the runner because it is the first joint to show us your foot strike. To contact the ground, big stomp from Mark over here. So what we want to do is take a look at the foot as it contacts and sort of see, all the injuries that come from this. So plantar fasciopathy or fasciitis is something people complain a lot of. Bunions at the toe. A lot of these things come from upstream, but for the purposes of today, we're going to break it down by the joint and by the foot. So first thing, we're going to lose our kicks. So we're going to throw our kicks off over here. Hope we all showered today. Good. So we're looking at kind of our foot position here in arch. And so for our first test, we're going to look at just single leg stance position, which most of our runners hang out. So we're going to use Mark for this. So Mark's going to balance here for us on one foot. And you can see what we're trying to look at from here, from his hip down, is if he's balanced, if his pelvis is level, if his knee is sinking in or out, right? And if his foot or arch is staying strong. So Mark, if you turn to face this way and bounce on this foot for us, and we're taking a look at his foot. Is that balanced? Is it kind of falling in or out? And he's kind of, you can see, struggling a little bit to hold that position because he's trying to show off. So if your foot is falling in or arching a little bit at your test, you want to work on some stability and sort of control the foot. Thanks, Mark. And over here with Jess, we want to look, this is pretty important, is great toe extension. So when you go to run and toe off or extend, that toe needs to bend and arch up to be able to get you kind of propelled forward. So we can pop on the ground. We can all do this. We're going to focus on Jess's toes here. She did her nails for us today, guys. She looks great. We zoom right in here. We're going to grab on that big toe. And we want to see, if you hold on the base of your toe, that when you extend, you should be able to get at least 45, 60 degrees. There's a bit of debate on this, but we know you have to be able to extend up. I like to see a pretty extensive amount of extension so you can push off and wind up. Because as you push off that toe, it's going to wind up and lock the foot. So if we look at Jess here and we see her position, if we can sneak over and take a look at this, you can see that she's kind of, if that's zero, she's a bit stiff there. They're limited. So this is something she can definitely work on. And if she's not able to toe off, it's going to cause wonky stuff up the chain. So what do we do about this, right? So you got your great toe test, your standing test. Next thing we're going to do is grab your balls. So we got Marco here with the ball, we got Jess the ball, and what we're going to do is smash out the foot. So this is better done standing, but you're going to take the ball and put it from kind of the heel to the top of the foot, up like this. We can all stand up here, guys. You can also do it sitting or on the ground, and you're going to just literally mash the bejeejies out of that foot. So you're going, kind of grinding it around. I like to see toe movement with this, so you can wiggle your toes and really move that plantar fascia back and forth, move down some of those little muscles that kind of run on the back of the shin, and just grind that thing, right? You should feel that really kind of open up the bottom of the foot. For Jess, this probably feels pretty nice. Yeah, feels good. And for Mark, because he's awesome, he doesn't bother him at all, right? No, every runner, this should hurt. So you're going to work and work this, okay? That's number one. We've released the foot. Next thing is a position that you guys want to kind of adapt and hang out in, is this kind of Zen position. So if we go down on our knees with our feet tucked in behind us, like this, you're on your toes and sit your butt back on like this. Good, so we're going to have Mark take a look at this too. And what we're trying to see is that toe kind of get underneath and almost at 90-degree bend. If you can't do this well, it's going to be painful. You're actually going to feel a bit of kind of jamming in the joint, right? And if you do that, you're going to kind of just lift your butt up, take a little less weight off of it, and then sneak back down into more pressure. So if we take a look at Jess, if you face this way for us. Sure. Awesome. And we take a look at her, and you can see she's shaking to try to hold that position. So we want to do is really kind of work into that. And the one thing I want you guys to really watch for with this is you can see Jess, she's adapted this position. If you come face the camera for us. Yep. Where her toe is actually kind of angled up this way. So she's kind of turned in. We want to make sure with that toe that it's facing straight. So if you're someone whose toe turns in, like this, kind of that bunion type position, don't hang out on that. You're going to kind of work a bad position. Think about bringing your foot straight and kind of working in that straight posture. All right?
Okay.
Good. That's number 2. Number 3, to activate this final position is just arch activations to kind of hold your foot. You can start with this sitting, but we're on a beautiful track here. We don't have chairs, so we're going to start it from standing. And we got our feet. First thing we're going to do is point our feet straight ahead, right? And to cue this, guys, what I want you to do is lift your toes up, but keep the balls of your feet in contact with the ground. Awesome, awesome. Everyone, again, focus on Jess's nails. Up in this position, what we're going to do is squeeze our butt. And then think about pulling the ball of your foot and your heel towards each other and really lift those arches off the ground. So you're here and lift those arches and really activate. Right? So you kind of feel that arch pick up here and pick up there while keeping contact down. And then let those, when you feel that activation, let those toes fall down, but keep the pressure on the balls of your feet. and you're going to hold that, okay? As this progresses, you can move into single leg stance, but the whole time you want to make sure that you are activating that arch. Marks looks really good here, and he's holding that in a kind of nice active position. All right? So that is for the foot and ankle. Remember, a lot of times this stuff's coming from upstream, hips, knees, and ankles. But for the foot aspect of things, make sure you mash out the foot, get into that position and hang out to kind of be awesome and get that toe extension, and then activate it up like this. All right? If you guys haven't already, make sure you go down and like this button. We appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, move like you mean it. Thanks a lot, guys.